Hello, this is Sammy. Welcome to Invest in Prayer. It's the greatest investment that you'll ever make in your life. Today, we have some encouraging words that will help you as you spend time with God.
When Jesus spoke of prayer, he often combined it with faith. I was attending Louisiana State University when Christ came into my life. I knew immediately that God had a call upon my life to proclaim his salvation to the nations of the world. 2 nights later, I surrendered my life to that great task. I felt that I needed to leave the state university in order to study at a Christian school where I could learn more about the Bible. Therefore, I transferred to a small Baptist college in the state. While studying at the Christian school, I went to a small country church and listened to an evangelist named Manley Beasley. He was preaching on the subject of faith. I came under such conviction about my lack of faith that I couldn't stand to listen to his entire message. I walked out of the church during the middle of his sermon. In the parking lot, under an old tree, I cried out to God, "Oh God, I don't know the kind of faith this man's talking about, but I want to be a man of faith. Teach me to trust you for everything." It didn't take long for God to usher me into his school of faith. I had 2 scholarships that paid for my education while attending the state university. But after becoming a Christian, I had nothing to assist me in my studies at the Christian school. I knew that God had called me there. I remembered praying and asking God to show me how to pay for my education. The next day, I went to the administration office and asked to see how much my bill would be. The lady looked into my file and said, "Nothing." I was stunned. "That can't be," I stuttered. "What do you mean? Surely there must be some mistake." The kind lady looked a little further into the records and then told me something that surprised me even more. "The Sammy Tippett Scholarship Fund," she said, "has taken care of it." "What Sammy Tippett Scholarship Fund?" I asked. Then she said, "It's anonymous." I walked out of that office and then ran to my room. I fell on my knees and worshiped God as Jehovah Jireh. God was beginning to teach me to walk and to live by faith. It was out of that experience and others like it early in my Christian life that I learned to walk by faith. I don't believe that I would be doing the things that I'm doing today if I hadn't learned to live by faith during those early days of my Christian life. The author of the book of Hebrews says, "And without faith it is impossible to please him. For anyone who comes to him must believe that he is or he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him." When Jesus spoke of prayer, he often combined it with faith. If we're going to be truly pleasing to God, then we must pray, and pray in faith. After all, he is Jehovah Jireh.
I hope this was an encouragement to you. Our next broadcast will help you to make the greatest investment of your life, investment in time spent with God.